Why the sprEnglush public speaking course? When we have our kids already enrolled in specialized communication courses at school. Hello everyone, this is Swati from sprEnglush. Now there are two scenarios that we usually come across, considering the kinds of queries that we get from the parents and the learners. Scenario number one, the ones who have no access to any kind of communication at school or in the environment that they live in. And the second scenario, where the kids or the learners are privileged enough to be enrolled in specialized communication courses at school. Now first, beginning with the first scenario, communication is of utmost importance when it comes to developing the future skills for your child, when it comes to future-proofing your child. So the ones who do not have access to such an environment or any such specialized communication curriculum, hands down, you do need such a course. Second scenario, already privileged communication specialized classes at school. Why do even you need it? This is what I'm going to answer in today's video. So now, taking an average of the number of students that we have in the Indian schools in one particular classroom, an average of 30 to 35 students, can even be more when it comes to certain CBSE schools and all. So, okay, taking 30 students. When we talk about specialized communication classes, the so-called specialized classes that the elite schools usually have their students enrolled for. So, one teacher coming twice a week for, you may take 1.5 or 2 hours to the max, and taking care of 30 students. What do you expect? How closely are the flaws and errors made by each child detected? And how personally and intensively are they addressed? Did you ever give that a thought? Now, when we talk about future-proofing our child, bringing in that new age communication skill in them, preparing them for the challenges that they are going to come across, that become simpler, way simpler if they are smooth at communication and expressing themselves. Do you think such an eyewash or such a shallow portrayal of the communication thing would work? Dear parents and the learners, gone are the days when a general rule stated in the classroom by the teacher worked for all students and could be fitted anywhere, anytime for any learner. The new age requires intensive, personalized and individualistic approach towards teaching communication and public speaking. All of us agree each and every learner is different, is unique. So how do we expect one rule fitting everywhere? Individual learner, individualistic requirement, individualistic style of teaching, individualistic outputs, personalized approach towards dealing with them. So what they require is active application, intensive participation, critical eye and critical opinion on their work, and expert guidance on improvisation of not just their personality but structuring their thoughts properly, putting forth their ideas in the most coherent manner possible. So when we say that, one-on-one thing is what works the best. But then when I say one-on-one, how should we teach them public speaking in that one-on-one thing? Talking about the groundwork, how we go about with it is, we start with a one-on-one kind of a thing. 1:1 teacher-student communication interaction. Bringing them at par with the learners, either senior to them or who earlier in the beginning were better than them. Bringing them at par, merging them, making them have discussions, debates, like sitting with the panel sitting in front, sharing ideas, absorbing each other's opinions, addressing issues that the society is facing, creating jingles, admiring each other and learning from each other's experiences. Now, when we talk about our learners, they are from all across India. They are from even beyond. So such cultural diversity, such difference in the accent, such difference of ideas and experiences is what's preparing them for the So this is exactly what the sprEnglush public speaking program is centered around. Monitoring closely the learner's strengths and weaknesses, and setting a goal for each and every learner. The curriculum we have already talked about in the previous video. The ones who haven't yet checked it out can go and check it out, and you'll get a clear idea about how structured we go ahead with our learners' progress undertaken during the program. So we here, during the duration of the course, which we told is 6 months, not just work on the content, but then audience specific structuring of thoughts, expressions, intonations, hand gestures, body language, rhetorics, bringing in music to connect with the audience, putting in the relevant instances, taking into due consideration whether we are in a formal setting or an informal one. So to know more about our curriculum, you can check out our website www.sprEnglush.com. Visit our Facebook page facebook.com/sprEnglush. Our Instagram handle instagram.com/sprEnglush. So this is Swati signing off. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.